Welcome back, everyone. It is Sig on the Speed 252. I don't want to thank you for pushing that play button. If it's your first time stopping by, definitely don't forget to subscribe. And my name is Clarence. But before I get into this upload, I want to thank a few people who showed me great hospitality while I was down there. I want to thank Dave. You were phenomenal. You talked about the car greatly, and I just can't thank you enough for giving me the opportunity to see this car. I want to thank Amani for helping me, through this process. I want to thank Richie for being who he was, the general manager of the store. I also want to thank Steve. Steve was a guy that was representing the Chevrolet brand really well, and I also want to thank Chevrolet for just giving me an opportunity of an hour of long time with the C8 miniature Corvette, looking at it from the inside to the outside. Thanks to those guys, I had the opportunity to bring this video to you today. They also gave me this cool poster, as you can see, of the C8 miniature Corvette. The car was unveiled in the same exact color, and I would like to share this poster with one of my followers or one of my new followers. So all you have to do is like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and you will be entered in a drawing to win this awesome poster. But not just this awesome poster, I actually have 2 to 3 posters that I'm willing to give away. So there will be 2 to 3 winners. So definitely subscribe, like, and share this video, and that would definitely enter you in a drawing to win this cool poster. I'm definitely going to put one up in my garage as well, because this C8 miniature Corvette is really something special to see, you guys.
Okay, that'd be great. I appreciate this opportunity.
My pleasure. Of course, he's one of our guys.
Yeah,
I'm Steve, by the way.
Good morning, Clarence. I met you yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday I directed you today.
Yeah, you're right.
Whole round. I'm just smiling.
Makes sense.
I told my mom I was running away joining the circus.
Oh, man. Sweet.
Everyone, welcome back to Sig on the Speed 252. You're fine. You completely keep doing what you're doing. There's no big deal. Keep doing what you're doing. Today we have a Sebring Orange 2020 C8 miniature Corvette, and I'm super excited to bring this to the channel. I'm super excited to give you my first opinion. Actually, this might be one of the first reviews on YouTube of the C8 miniature Corvette from a YouTube perspective. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the outside of the car. Definitely compared to owning the C7, I think this car looks a lot much better in person. And I know you guys haven't got an opportunity to see it yet. This car is getting shipped around on the East Coast, so definitely feel free to go to some of your local dealerships and see if it will be there. I don't know. Definitely check it out. But the first thing we're going to talk about is definitely the looks of this car. I do like the vent here on the side. That's definitely not there on the C7. This is definitely there because this is a mid-engine car. It's definitely needed to keep the car and the motor definitely cool. Doing driving times, doing driving speeds. As you hear, obviously this is a gas top. This is something simple that has to be there. If you don't have one of these, you're not gonna be able to drive the car at all at this point. I'm gonna keep this simple and short. If you take a look at the wheels here, These are the standard wheels that's going to come with it. You will have more options than this. As you can see over here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sets of wheels. I do like these. I think they would be definitely great. I may end up going with these as well. You have one rotor, you have 2 brake calipers on this wheel. One here, one here. This is the Z51 package, so it is given away. I don't think that this is getting toured around with just a basic steam model package, but this is the Z51 package, which I think will be a great option for your vehicle if you decide to go with that. If you take a look back here, this rear end has been one of the biggest things people have been talking about for this car for the past years. I mean, even with the renderings, the ones that Chaz did, a lot of people love it or hate it. They say it's a mix of, thing between the Camaro and the Corvette. Obviously, you have the Corvette symbol here. I actually like the way these headlights look. A lot of people thought I wasn't gonna like them. I love them. I think, it shows the rear end really well. I like this spoiler a lot. Now, this is the Z51 spoiler. There is a higher wing that can come with it. I will say that higher wing is not as tall as the ZR1, but not as low as the ZR1, so you're gonna appreciate what that wing brings to the table with this car. A lot of people talk about this vent here. Is it functional? This vent is functional. As you can see here, it has the sensor back, that is located right here as well. I think this is a great feature to the car. Another thing that a lot of people talked about that they did not like was the exhaust tips. They didn't like how the exhaust tips were spread out from when it used to be in the middle. I kind of think it's different. So, me, my channel, everything's about being different. And I appreciate what they did and the bodywork they created to make this. As you can see here, you usually see this in a lot of Lamborghinis, which I think this car is definitely going to be a great bargain for your money. I think a lot of Lamborghini owners, McLaren owners, Ferrari owners, they may test drive this car to see how well it drives compared to the current mid-engine cars. I feel like this is going to be a game changer. But as I'm saying this, definitely consider buying one of these, because I'm telling you right now, this car will definitely be something you'll be interested in. So if you take a look here, this is the Stingray logo. As you all know, this is the C8 Stingray. A lot of people have been asking me, have you heard anything about the Z06 model yet? They have not told me anything about the Z06 model. They said right now all the attention is focused on this car only. I completely understand. Once again, this is a mid-engine car, so this is the engine. Like, this is the Bay Area. This is where it's all at. I'm tell you right now, this is where it happens. I think there's enough space in there for you to modify this car if you ever want to do so, but I don't think you would need to right away. I think you should be able to get in this car and enjoy it just fine. Here, it's most likely a rear view camera, 360 rear view camera. I think a lot of people will appreciate it, and it's going to grow on them. They're going to love it. Walk over here, and you take a knee. Right under here is where the handle is. This is a little rubber thing. So on a C7, it used to be underneath on the side. Now it's actually here. It's not going to unlock because the battery is actually not hooked up. But at the end of the day, it is under here. It's completely different from all the other handles. Now, this is going to be a quick, thorough review because there are going to be a lot of people that come actually review this car here shortly. So I just want to give you my quick opinion about it and be one of the first YouTubers in the country to actually review this car firsthand. I will do a thorough review later on once I get the car one-on-one. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the door here. And as I open it up manually right there, I knew that because I own a C7. If the car is dead or the battery's not hooked up, you open up the car with this leverage right here manually to get yourself in and out of the car. You can also see the Stingray logo right here as well, which is pretty cool. This door is freaking awesome. I think they did a great job of designing this. And you can look at all the carbon fiber pieces that's in it along with the Bose system. This car comes with 14 speakers. Now, like myself, I love to listen to music. I play some of everything, Bruno Mars, whatever the case may be, and I want to hear my music really well. If you take a look at the seats right here, these are the competition seats. They are freaking great. I think these color goes well with this, the Sebring orange. I think these seat belts goes well with this Sebring orange, and I think they did a great job of actually designing this vehicle for sure. So I'm about to go ahead and get in the cockpit, and I want to show you exactly what some of these features and buttons do. So right now, we are inside the cockpit of the C8 mid-engine Corvette, and I can tell you right now, oh, that is nice, real nice. It did more than that. Actually, the car drove in and it showed its thing. So when I get mine, at some point, I'm going to show you exactly what that does. On the screen here, you can see the C8 mid-engine Corvette logo, which I greatly appreciate as well. So I'm going to talk about some of these quirks and feature that comes with this car, best of my knowledge, before I get mine, so that way I can kind of show you some things. Now, all these buttons here were usually on the dash. I like how they made this look very exotic-like. As you can see right now, this is the temperature gauge. This is the heated and cooled seats. These are your defrost and whatever the case may be. This is when you turn the AC down, turn the AC up. This is when you want to power the AC on and turn it off. This is when you want to turn the AC on. This is you want to keep the air inside the vehicle. You want it to the max as far as the defrost goes. The rear windows, the heated and cool seats again, and this is where your temperature. I'm assuming that this car is also set up as well to where both the driver and the passenger can set their own temperatures on their to their comfort zone when they're sitting inside of this car. I do love how they have this mode feature here, which clearly will be able to turn around to sport mode, tour mode, track mode, whatever the case may be once you lift this leverage up. That's why it has mode there. And if you look here, I think it's gonna be one of the best features ever, because like Chevrolet said, they wanted to make this look completely different than other exotic cars to give you that different feel that you won't get in other cars. Now, here are the cup holders. A lot of people complain about the cup holders in the C7 Corvette. They feel like the cups never sit still. They feel like it always shifted when you make quick turns or, you know, quick movements. I think these cup holders are deep. I haven't placed a cup in here yet to figure out whether or not the cup will sit still. And clearly I haven't driven a C8 miniature Corvette to figure out whether it's going to sit still. But I think these are deep enough to hold whatever bottle you decide to put in there. Now, don't quote me on that, but I think you will be fine. A lot of people is asking me, what the heck is this, right? What is this? Nobody knows what this is. This is where you would put your phone at and actually charge it up. You won't need a cord or anything. You would take your phone, whatever it is, Android, iPhone, as long as it's capable of syncing with this product, you would just place your phone in there and it would just charge it on its own. And as you can see here, this is a Stingray Badge. One thing I like about this, after driving a couple of other miniature and sports cars, is that you have the glass right behind you right here. That keeps the distance between you and the engine. But it looks freaking phenomenal because you definitely need it as far as a rear view thing to look out of when you're actually driving, you know, your blind spot. If you take a look at the ceiling, this is a target top, so this roof does come off. It places in the back, just like the C7 Corvette. So you would pull these down here, you would pull these leverage, and then you will unhook this. And I'm used to doing it with my C7, and I like the way this actually looks. This interior is freaking great. A lot of people complain about how cheap other Corvettes in the past. I think they did a great job with the C7 interior, but they did an excellent job with the C interior, and I think they knocked it out of the park. If you take a look here at the steering wheel will give you lots of features that you will be able to use on the road. Now you can see the paddle shifters here. I just became a fan of these paddle shifters because I have it in my C7 Corvette, and I didn't like it as much, but I'm actually in love with them now, so I know I will love it with this dual clutch transmission. Everything on the steering wheel you would definitely use and functional when you come down and driving your C8 mid-engine Corvette. So that's pretty much the sum of this car for us, a quick thorough review of the C8 mid-engine Corvette. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do definitely smash the subscribe button. If you want the latest and the greatest information on any of the Corvette products, the new ones, the old ones, maybe the Z06 C8 coming out, you definitely want to be a part of this channel. You know, I got really great connections with Chevrolet, and they kind of let me get hands-on with these products a lot, and they give me information that I can provide to you all, and I appreciate, you know, each and every one of you tuning in. And once again, whoever decides to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment. And I got some posters I want to give away of the C8 mid-engine Corvette, so definitely stay tuned for that as well. And once again, I thank you for pushing that play button. Seek on the Speed 252 is out. Steve.
I'll show you the raise in the front. How the top raises up. It's not real fast, but
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah.
it just slowly comes down.
Thanks everyone for being part of the channel, and definitely watching this video. If you have not subscribed yet, subscribing will get you in the drawing to win one of the posters of the new C8 miniature Corvette. I want to give a shout out to everyone that helped me out in New Jersey, especially Benair for actually letting me stay at this place while I was down there. Shout out to Richie, for the general manager, for giving the opportunities they have given me since I've been down in New Jersey. Shout out to Amani, he's been great and he's going to help me through this process. And I definitely give a shout out to Steve, Chevrolet, but definitely most importantly Dave. Dave was the guy that kind of helped me with all this, gave me great information, and you know, he was just a very great guy. He has a podcast I'm going to play at the end of this video I'd like you guys to check out. He's a very great guy, and definitely show him some love and show him support. And once again, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time, another episode of Sig on the Speed 252. Hey Dave, I'm about to listen to your podcast, buddy, and so is everyone else.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Today in American Revolution History, the daily podcast that tells the story of the American Revolution one day at a time, just not in order. I'm your host Dave Salvatore. Today is July 28th and we're going to the year 1779. The Wyoming Valley is part of northeastern and north-central Pennsylvania, containing the Susquehanna River. At the time of the American Revolution, this was the frontier, containing the furthest western settlements of Pennsylvania. In the summer of 1778, joint Iroquois and British campaigns